Hey everybody, it's been a little bit since I made a video and I apologize for that. It ain't that I've been too busy. I think I've just made that critical mistake, that social media mistake of not being consistent. So I'm back to you here today on this beautiful day. I'm actually broadcasting to you from, I think I'm in Whittier, California. Rebecca is back in there getting her wedding dress fitted. So that's kind of exciting, but I can't watch. So I'm just standing outside by the car, and I decided this is a wonderful time to take this opportunity to make a video and bring you guys up to speed on a few things that's been going on, and also a couple things that I wanted to talk to you about. First thing I wanted to let you guys know is that Beverly Hills deal that I've been talking about for the last 6 months finally closed last week. Super stoked. I did a 2,700 square foot medical office lease. It's gonna have 10-year, the entire term. It's a $2.4 million lease term, and got my clients about $250,000 for build out, and I'm really stoked about that. Which leads me into the other thing I wanted to talk about. A lot of you guys hear me talk about how much I advertise, and to me the importance of advertising any which way you can. To me, anytime anybody knows what I do, it's a good thing. I've been getting a lot of grief throughout the years on some of my marketing tactics, but fuck it, people are gonna hate. But sometimes really good things happen. Most of the time really good things happen, honestly. You can't ever advertise and really get negative feedback. It happens, but most of the time it's positive, and it leads to making money. Yesterday, I'm at the gym, wasn't feeling so good, fighting a little cold, maybe that coronavirus everyone's freaking out about. So I decided just to sit down and chill out on the couch and go through some emails. This young guy approaches me. He says, "Hey man," today I'm wearing my Texas hat. By the way, I want to shout out to Trey out in Houston for giving me this gift. I love it. I love the red, white, and blue. It's very American. I don't really rock any sports paraphernalia, but he's a dear friend of mine, been pals for 20 years, and I'm rocking the hat today. Just realized it looks pretty good on me. Thanks, bro. Anyway, so I'm wearing my regular AMJR gear, my hat with my face, and I'm wearing my shirt. Guy comes up to me and he says, "Hey man, I see your face up on the monitors because I advertise at the gym, and I see your hats and all of that. Where do you get your gear? Where do you get your stuff?" And I'm always happy to connect people, and I give them the information of my contact down at District Printing, Marza at District Printing. They make all my gear, get great deals, great turnaround, great service. And we get to chit-chatting a little bit, and he sees me around the gym from time to time with Rebecca, and he says, "Hey, I see your girl there." And I said, "Yeah, she's in fitness." He starts telling me that he is calls himself the body mechanic. And he basically works with professional athletes that are trying to recover from injuries or prevent injuries and things like that. And so we talk about the health and the fitness thing. He asked me about the advertising thing and if the advertising thing works. Anytime anybody asks me if my t-shirts work, if my hats work, if the banner at the gym works, anytime they ask me that question, I'm like, "Hey bro, are we having this conversation?" So to me, that's the proof in the pudding. You're talking to me about it, then the advertising works. The universe has a really interesting way of bringing people together though. So, sitting on the couch having this conversation with this guy who I just met, nice enough guy. Now this 5-minute conversation, we're moving on to 10 or 15 minutes. We've talked about Rebecca, and then he mentions his wife, because I'm in real estate. She's an interior designer. Now, just yesterday morning, I closed on that transaction. There's a $250,000 build out that's about to happen. My clients want to make this place look beautiful. Beautiful. I'm on a text exchange with 4 different doctors, and in the text exchange they're telling me that they're talking about interviewing interior designers. I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, "Hey man, I'm literally getting fed texts in this moment from my clients, and they're gonna start interviewing interior designers. Send me your wife's portfolio," which he did. 55 pages, a 55-page portfolio, beautiful stuff, really amazing. I don't like to press anything, but I hit was happy to forward off, and I said to my guys, and I said, hey, this is an acquaintance. I've never worked with them, but if you're interviewing people, maybe give this guy or this lady a shot. Now, the universe brings people together in strange ways. Now, he might have just come in to talk to me about my hats, but now we're doing, some sort of business transaction, and it gives me an opportunity to reciprocate, because I've just had a good day, and now I'm getting an opportunity to make somebody else his day, and I'm not getting paid for it, right? I'm just doing it out of the goodness of my heart. A lot of times people, they think about doing things only with the expectation of some sort of reciprocity. Like, what am I gonna get out of it, right? And that mentality, I think, steers people away from a lot of opportunities, because we concern ourselves with, what am I gonna get out of this now? A deal, a lead, is it gonna make a purchase? Am I gonna, do some business? And all that is fine. I'm thinking about doing deals all day long, but sometimes deals, they gotta get pushed back. Opportunities get pushed back in different ways. And here's my other example. So in the afternoon, I keep Rebecca company. She goes to her guy, body mechanic named Jamor, over at Kinetics in Beverly Hills. And Jamor, he's looking for a place to move to, a rental. I'm like talking to him, and I'm like, I'll help you with rentals. And he's like, why do I do rentals? He had spoken to some other friends of his that I guess are realtors, and they don't do rentals. Why do I do rentals? Especially because there's not a lot of money in rentals. And here's why. I like helping people. And not all rental deals are on my system. A lot of rentals are now on other outlets, Zillow, Redfin, apartments, all those things. Even if I can't help them to close a transaction, I'm always happy to help them, like review their lease, or if they have questions, ask me about them. It's my nature. I'm a helpful guy. Second, my boy Jamor, I expect big things from him. And he may not be, buying a multi-million-dollar property today, but he might be in the future. As a matter of fact, Jamor works with really high-end clients, and he works with them all the time, and it's a really intimate setting, and you develop relationships. He's got his own relationships. Who's to say that one day he doesn't have somebody on their table, and she's like, oh yes, we're gonna start this weekend looking at places, and my boy says, hey, do you have a realtor? No, I don't. I got the guy for you. And there comes your referral. The universe tends to work that way. Just by you constantly putting things out there and putting it out there. Goodness, free information. I give free information away all the time in these videos, in my one-on-ones, at the grocery store, constantly giving away information. I'm constantly helping people. It's my nature. I like to help people. I'm a helpful guy. I don't help people move. I don't do heavy lifting. I don't pack shit up. I don't do that. Don't call me to help you move. If you call me to help you move, this is what I end up doing. I end up going down to Home Depot and hiring 3 or 4 guys and having them come over with the truck. That's how I'm gonna help you. Call me, not to labor. Anyway, the universe tends to work that way. And if you're constantly thinking about what am I going to get out of this current scenario, it may not reciprocate. You may miss other opportunities down the road. And sometimes those opportunities that are out of sight, sometimes just putting it out there, not thinking you're ever going to get anything back, that's when that weird shit happens, where you get that phone call 2, 3, 4 years from now, with an opportunity, with a transaction, with a, hey, all of a sudden I'm looking at somebody sending $3, $4, $5 million deal. Why not? These weird things happen in terms of the advertising and the ridiculousness of some of the things that I do. I got a kick-ass phone case. It's got my face on it. It says AMJR Real Estate and all that crap on there. Let me tell you what that did for me, even though people laugh at it all the time. And when they laugh at it, remember, it starts the conversation. But the other day I was working on a TV series called LA's Finest. It's on, I think it's on Spectrum. Anyways, it plays an awesome character named Roman Woods. I get in my hair and makeup chair and I'm getting the hair done. I put my phone down on top of the guy's, on the counter. And the guy sees my phone case. The guy's doing my hair. And he says, oh, you're a realtor. And I said, yes, sir. And he said, what area are you in? And I said, man, I'm kind of all over the place. What do you need? And he goes, I'm looking in this neighborhood called, and I said, really? That's the neighborhood I live in, Hancock Park. And he said, you're kidding me. And I said, what did you see? And he said, I saw these houses. And I'm like, those are the homes right behind me. I know all those places. You know, you working with somebody? No, I am not. Boom. $4 million budget this guy has. $4 million budget, $50 phone case with my face on it that everybody laughs at. Do the math on a 2.5%, 3% commission, depending on the transaction. A few months from now, who's laughing? I'm not saying that deal's gonna close. I'm not saying that that's how it always happens, but it's because you put yourself out there. I got another little marketing tactic coming out, and I'm gonna share it with you after I do it. But I think it's gonna be pretty cool and pretty fun, and I want to see how the universe reciprocates and bounces it back to me. Anyway, just wanted to say thank you for all you guys that have been watching my videos. Thank you for all the support. I want to thank just God for all the blessings, the universe for all the great people that have been coming into my life lately. I want to just let everybody know how grateful I am for Rebecca. She's been awesome, because when things were hard, that girl had my back 110%, and I definitely wouldn't be in this situation without her. I want to thank just my people out there and my fans and my supporters. My haters motivate me sometimes. It stings, but it just adds fuel to the fire, and the more goodness that I get back in my life, the more I realize is, hey, I can't please everybody. I'm only going to work on the people that want to genuinely care about me and are interested in me. And have a great day, man. Look at the sky, it's beautiful. All right, give me a thumbs up on this video if you dig it. Leave me some comments, some exchanges. That's fine. I like to see when you guys engage. It's always a little fun. And go out there and make some money. All right.